where we are heading. We are now going to be joining the party in their trip after they've gotten all their supplies and their cart, which I'm going to kind of explain to you. It's a extended carriage with a second floor, somewhat on the back end, that holds beds and a table. But it's a rather large with a massive like iron wheel and a bunch of other medium-sized wheels. It probably stands about uh it probably stands about 15 feet tall. So it's a huge size, and it's pulled by two large creatures called Drakekin horses. They are no, they're Denza's more unique war horses, but they were able to negotiate a parting with the cart and two of those horses, and now they're on their way. So we're gonna pick up with them. It has been about, I would say, 3 days into their travel. So of their 3 days out of their 3 week travel. So they have 4 days left of their first week, and you all are still on the road. It is midday, and you are traveling through heavy rain. It's been raining for about 2 days now. It quickly started almost immediately after you got probably within a few days of the border of Denza. So, what are you all doing on this day? Or would you like to fast forward?
Well, Syphina wants to talk to Zoe.
That's fine. Take it away.
Kane's just chilling, helping drive the carriage.
Well, I guess we're in the carriage, so it's raining out. And Syphina's gonna look across up at Zoe. It's like, so, as you know, I wanted to speak with you, because obviously you thought I would talk to you earlier. But you said something back in the illusion of the child. You told me that the scales are lying to me. Would you please elaborate what that means?
Zoe is currently at the, no, I guess not at the table, but again, floating and meditating, looking down in his book. He doesn't even look you in the eye. He's just going to continue to read and say, yeah. I guess he will look up slightly. You want to know about that now? I guess now's a better time than any. Slams the book closed with a thud, and puts it back in his stomach, and kind of relaxes and crosses his arms. Do you understand the importance of your responsibility?
I am trying to grasp it completely. I learn something new every day about it.
Describe what you know to me.
I'm trying to not mix what I know and what I know about the table. Okay, 1 second. I need to ask Pat this question. Pat, does she know that she is the judge exactly that she's the avatar of the judge?
I would say that it's maybe an inkling from the fact that the keeper called you that.
Okay, all right. So I can do that. Syphina will tilt her head to the side. She tries to remember everything that Tanleth has said, as well as what the keeper had told her. She's like, I'm trying to piece it together. I know that there is two sides to Tanleth. Tanleth and Mikkel, life and death. And apparently I am the avatar for at least a life side for now. Hopefully soon, eventually, a death side as well. But we seem to be the judge of death, and that balances the scales. And there was more to it, but I'm sure I don't understand it completely.
Okay, and as the judge, you would hope that the balance stays well balanced and equal in some sort of sense. Am I
Exactly.
correct?
Yes, and it's currently very heavy on the death side.
As you hear this, he's gonna think. And what would happen if the balance tipped so far as to, I guess, for lack of a better word, break?
Well, Tennis showed me that. Everything breaks. The world breaks.
You think some more. Do you remember
Wait.
what the traveler said?
A lot? Which part?
Well, the origins of life itself. Now, first
Please
there was
enlighten
nothing,
me.
and then there was the one who brings life. Also, Pat, that's right? Am I recalling correctly? Okay. And then after that, there were two. There were, I think, well, the one of greater importance. Uh,
You need a refresher?
the Eldritch side, basically.
Yeah,
I
do you
have it
want a
written down.
refresher?
And then
Oh,
the
you have it
other
written
one,
down? Okay.
I do,
Okay.
but he's just gonna highlight that one.
Okay.
A balance in its own sense. Where there's life, there must be some form of chaos and beauty. And in regards to our planet, what would happen if a being so great, a piece of that, were to just vanish and die? I suspect the balance would just break, as you said, right?
I would assume that it would definitely cause a great imbalance. I'm not sure if that one, being would be the entire breaking point. I would assume so, seeing how my own death would have broken it as well.
He'll lean in. I think you undermine the catastrophe it would be.
Okay.
So, let's say you wanted to get rid of something so great. You couldn't just kill it for the sake of existence itself collapsing on itself. You would have to. What would you think if someone were wished to remove such a being?
I'm assuming this being is worthy of death.
He's gonna lean back. Allow me to rephrase it. The question, or perhaps I'll just give you the answer. If I wanted to get rid of something so big, I couldn't just kill it because that would raise alarms. I would have to hide it away or lock it up. So,
I'm trying to figure out what exactly you want me to, it seems, judge here, because I'm the avatar of the judge of life and death, and I'm trying to determine if this individual, who you cannot apparently kill, would be technically worthy of death and therefore worthy of what other punishment you want to inflict.
that's not the issue. The issue is nature itself right now has been stunted. Creatures and animals are not being allowed to evolve. The world itself is in an endless loop. We're not dying, but we're not growing. And that's because instead of killing something, something is locked away.
The gods are locked away.
They are.
The
And the
traveler did
balance,
take that.
which should be tilted, is, as you said, still in death's favor, but balanced. Whereas it's not really. Do you understand what I'm saying? Your job is swayed in the wrong direction. There's no point to it.
I am a little confused.
Can I try to do what I did with? Oh my god! Actually, do I want to? Yeah. Can I mindfuck her and try to project the past into her with the artifact?
Let's see here.
We've
I'm going
corrupted
to-
our cleric.
I'm going to say that
No.
you can attempt to try for the artifact to show her the past.
Okay. What do I even roll for that?
Insight.
Okay.
Insight versus. Uh, what is your wisdom score, Syphina?
2 plus 2.
No, your
Oh.
wisdom.
Oh, wisdom. Sorry. An 18.
Total.
18.
That is the DC you must beat.
Oh, that's not great. All right. Here goes nothing.
Open her third eye.
22.
22. So I'm
I
gonna
guess
take over.
yeah, I could third eye that
Yeah.
into the middle of her
Well,
head.
you
Like,
can-
beam it.
I'm going to take over the narrative here just a little bit.
Perfect.
As he pulls out the artifact, he begins to whisper to it in a tongue you don't know. As the artifact seems to beam alive a little bit, you watch as the crystalline eye almost shifts towards your direction, as a opening on Zoe's center of his head opens up as well, showing a secondary crystal eye. The world around you goes silent and then fades away, like the colors are being rinsed off of everything, until eventually you are in a blank canvas. Only black lines exist. As the cart stops moving, everyone stops moving, you now step backwards where you are in a realm of nothing. Creatures exist in moving within this nothing. It's hard to quite see what they are, but you do see off in the other section of nothing are I guess you would say, beings without form. Where the creatures move with form, these beings do not. Until a single one reaches out and grabs one of the creatures and begins to forge a world. You watch this go underway until the world you know is created. The creatures that moved around through nothing descended upon the earth and took up roles. A large serpentine creature exists in the sea, allowing currents to flow and move, whereas other creatures take their own roles. You watch as a shard of reddish black descends and shatters. As they land, people walk from them. Vampiric creatures. You watch as gods are shaped from souls born from this creation between the bond of this eldritch being and source being. They take the essence, the power, the will, and create the gods. As you are watching, there is something that has been missing this whole time. And as you stand there, Zoe, you are now there with her. But between you sits a woman, shrouded with a black veil. As she simply watches with both of you, this is something that, Zoe, you haven't quite seen, but it is the birth of death. And the birth of death is when the Eldritch and the Source decided to make counsel. You watch as creatures pull apart the earth and ravage it, building anew and placing death in its cycle. Not one, but three. A judge who deems one soul worthy to move on or reincarnate, or to be obliterated. A keeper, the one who watches the realm of death and maintains the movement of souls. If a judge deems a person ready, the keeper sends a reaper to retrieve them. And then when it comes time for a soul to have earned its right to be reborn, the one at the top of the pedestal, rebirth, demands them to relive. And you watch this cycle go underway. In fact, the gods are no separation from this cycle, and neither are the eldritch. This is a bond. The cycle of death is a bond between the eldritch and the celestial. As you are pulled back into time and color is restored, the sound of the cart can be heard again as the eye on the artifact closes.
Syphina's going to take a moment and close her eyes, take a deep breath, look up at Zoe and lean forward. Say, do not touch my mind in any way whatsoever without my permission first. Do you understand?
Very well, if you wish. Though I would
Thank
think you'd
you.
be eager to learn such historical information. As he'll open his book and he'll kind of like write down what you just saw, just so he doesn't forget.
She just takes a deep breath. I do not like people touching my mind because I have bad experience with that. Thank you. However, I am appreciative of what I saw, but I still don't understand what you mean by the scales are lying. That yes, the death is imbalanced, and and every death I try to prevent or lives I try to save do tip it in a favor of life. I know that because I felt it, but it may not be as monumental as it would be if we were to release the gods and things like that. But I don't think it's a waste of time, as you said.
Where is rebirth?
I would assume in a realm with the keeper or something. I haven't seen him yet, or them. I don't know who they are.
You did recognize the Keeper. The Keeper has been the Keeper for a very long time.
Well, wait. Did the keep?
Did she see the keeper whenever we had that
Okay.
whole
Did you
quick
ask
moment?
you asked the rebirth? You didn't ask the keeper, right?
Exactly.
You asked about
He
rebirth.
asked where
Okay.
rebirth was, yeah.
Yeah. So I just answered the question, but I didn't know where
Mhm.
I saw the keeper personally, but I don't know where rebirth is.
He'll write this down also in his book and kind of pace around, just kind of thinking, well, if he's not here and this and that, and kind of mumble to himself. When's the last time you talked to your god?
In the tavern before everything. That's actually the first time she talked back, but yes.
How often do you try to reach her?
I communicate with her daily, but she can't talk.
Why not?
She has no voice. She could only communicate if Themis helped me.
I'll kind of write this down.
She's just like, I still don't understand what you mean by the scales are lying.
Well, they're not saying the truth. And it's not, he's gonna go like mumble on, continue to float around, trying to put the pieces together himself. Can I make an intelligence roll?
What are you trying to discern?
He's trying to figure out. Ooh. Why? Like, kind of what we talked about things not evolving, things being stunted, and how that's possible if rebirth, if they're still alive. He's just trying to kind of put together all the information he's got.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
Oh, good lord.
What'd
I don't
you
have a DM token. I used it all.
get?
Oh, I don't have my my thingies. Let me try that, because it's a new day.
It is a new day.
A 14 and a 12. I'm gonna use the 14 and then also guidance by flipping through my pages and trying to see if there's anything that would just put it together a little bit more. Well, to one, fuck. So 15.
15 will get you something. As you are kind of thinking about it, the way you have been taught that evolution happens is through the guidance of the eldritch creatures. They control the chaos on this in this world, in all planes that connect to this world. They manage it and make sure it's in a direction that is befitting them. Not all of the eldritch beings do this consciously. It's sometimes just a byproduct of their existence. However, chaos must be forged into something. And so one thing you can pick up on is without the gods, the other side of this unity, something you've learned that is new to you, the other side of this unity between the eldritch and the source is nowhere to be found, and thus meaning the chaos is turned into no creation. And as the eldritch beings begin to slumber or disappear through mysterious actions, such as Yomengander, the eldritch creature of the sea, has been asleep for a very long time. He plays no part on the motion within the waters. He simply said it and then left it. But your father played a massive role in the recreation of life. And without rebirth, that connection to any divine being would cease to exist, making him weak. Which would be probably why he's been imprisoned. And so without the three units, rebirth, your father, and the source of creation, there is no going forward. And thus meaning that the scales will never tip out of death, because only death is found.
Kind of slump. He's kind of depressed now. I need to think. He'll just because that was a lot of information, he'll relay that to her. Bits and pieces like life's tucked away and there's no way for chaos to be made into anything functional. It's all death.
It's not hopeless, though. There's a way. We just have to find it.
What could possibly? And he's just gonna float off and kind of just think.
To a different part of the cart.
Like, I had another question, but never mind.
Oh, it's a rabbit.
Well, she just wants to know, like, what do you know of the champion? I believe that's what Tim has called him. I think.
That's also what the traveler called him.
Right. God, I'd have to scroll back. I feel like no, because we had a little communicative conversation. Can I roll a history?
Sure.
I'm gonna roll a history.
Yep.
19.
You remember that the champion was the beloved warrior of all the gods, good and evil. He answered the call to any god and was the world's first savior. When the world was in cataclysmic events, when the world was nearing ending, he was the one who stepped forward and stopped them. And because he was beloved by the gods, he lived a very long life and became very powerful. However, he grew tired and sick of constantly needing to save a world because the gods would not step in and keep the world controlled. And he began to blame the gods. This then led to the perfect moment for the elementals and the spirits to prey upon this moment of lapse and to trick him into siding with them and have him open the gates to the celestial realm, allowing for the spirits and elementals to attack them on their home front while they were off guard. And that is the only thing that you know of.
So basically, all that the traveler told us.
Pretty much. There's not much
I-
known about the champion.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine it's old times he'll tell Syphina. Old times. You remember what the traveler said about him being, well, responsible for the downfall of, I don't know much more than you. Why do you ask?
He is the reason why Mikkel and Tenlith are separated. But she looks at him and then everybody else in the party. He's also the beggar we saw. He's also the one we are fighting in the end. He's the one we saw at the child.
I remember him. I remember. He's gonna think about that one figure that flew off. You say there's hope, and I hope you're right.
I have to hope. Otherwise, she looks at everybody. We're all dead. And what's the point of living if there is no hope?
Fair enough. The end.
Very well. And we'll pull back on our third day of travel.
Above
Yes.
table drop.
Good job. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was
sick.
The rest of you got to live up to that now. All right. So the first roll of travel that we're going to be doing. So the way this is going to function is I am going to roll a d6, and that will be how many days you travel. However, you will need for as many evens fits into the roll is as many times as you will need to roll a d100. And when you roll a d100, it will start with a I think it's a 75% chance something will happen, and then with each successful roll, it's a 50% chance of something will happen, and then we will go down to doing individual
question.
rolls based on it. What's up?
Do we want to roll low or high?
You want to roll low.
Can I suggest that Zoe does it first because he has a portent die he can use?
But that's on a d20, not
Is it on a
a d100.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was almost a big brain play, but
Almost a big brain play.
Oh.
So, I'm going to roll this d6 now to see how many days we move. 4. So, 2 evens can fit into 4. This will finish up a whole week of travel, but now I will need 2 people. Don't roll until I say so, but I just need 2 volunteers to roll the d100. We have Kain and Edmund, or
Trevor
between you two. Okay. So Trevor and Kain. Which one of you would like to roll the d100 first?
I'll do it.
Okay, go ahead.
61.
Okay, so something bad will happen.
Can we do
All
an
right.
ability check? Is it an ability check with the D100?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah,
This is a percentile. This is a percentage chance of something.
yeah, I was looking at that.
So as you all rest on your second day, I need the ones with the high. I need at least 2 people with the highest perception
Kane.
to roll their perception check.
I have a +2, so I don't know.
I have a
I've got a
+8.
+5. Okay, yeah, +8. You go, Syphina.
Okay, so I need Kain and Syphina to roll me perception checks.
25.
27.
Oh my
Very
fucking
well.
god. See everything.
In the middle of the night, as you two were on watch, note if you wish to take a moment and go into real time, you can do an RP here. But while you two were on watch, a group of seems like rat people, very small rat people, were attempting to break into your cart. However, when you noticed them and ran over to stop them, they fled almost instantly. You prevented some of your supplies from being stolen.
Ooh.
Though this has kept you on high alert, because of it being on high alert, they were not able to return and they had given up. So moving forward, now Trevor, we move to our last set of days on this first roll. Anybody in between here want to take a moment? No?
I know I want to do the night.
Syphina needs to tell us because she keeps forgetting to tell everybody something. So she's going to be sitting there in a cart, and it's oh, by the way, everybody, you might want to know, I do believe that more assassins are after me. So, just so you guys know.
That's a good thing to know now.
Yeah,
I just
that's a
keep
good thing to
forgetting.
know.
Yeah, the first one that the church, the one that Goraz took care of was apparently only one of the. It was the first one. So apparently
How
the church
do you
is.
just forget that assassins are following you?
Well,
To be fair, we
a
have had a
lot?
lot of shit go on.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
they might be good assassins too. If you don't know assassins coming after you, or has been after you yet, how good is he?
So just thought you guys would like to know in case something were to happen. Don't know what the game plan would be, but Yeah.
Give you over. I'm playing. I am playing.
She's like, I don't have to heal you next time.
You don't. I got one potion. Okay, Syphina, hold it up. The tiny little basic potion.
Let's see how well that goes for you.
No,
All
no,
right.
please heal me.
As we move on to our... What's up,
Okay.
Zoe?
I was
no.
gonna go to Kain and say, I'm gonna check on Alfric. Do you want me to tell him anything from you?
No using innocent humans for the generator.
Fair
Just
enough.
reiterate that.
I will.
Very
Never.
well.
And he is gonna meditate and
Specify innocent
go to his
roomies.
simulacrum to check on the child and Alfric.
Very well. The child is well taken care of. They have moved the child into a more secure area after the fort was fully built. It's now in a isolated, magically protected room.
Wait, I can
With your
still hold it.
simulacrum.
I'm about to say if it's anti-magic.
No, it's magically protected.
Oh, okay. Whew. Okay, and Alfric?
Alfric is probably somewhere much further. He might be in Denza's old capital, Turdek. But there are guards outside which can send a message for him to make his way here, and then you can check back in a week.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Very well. As your simulacrum pops out the door, speaking in your voice and clarity, they look down. Did you know this talked? No, it honestly just made a lot of weird grumble noises. What can we do, you little buddy?
Send for Alfric, or at least send a raven. Send a raven to yada yada with a message for me, and he'll. Oh wait, I guess he doesn't have his book.
Do you want paper?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yep. He reaches into his bag and pulls out a quill and some charcoal and the paper. Here you go. It talks so good. What did it say? I don't know, man.
And he'll write down Kane's message. And then I'll put like P.S. Any other ones will do. I'll check in a week with more information of. He's gonna spell aberrations in deep speech, so it just looks like a bunch of scribbles, and I hope he figures out what that means, almost like in code, just in case. And hand it to the soldiers. Send this to him.
Very
Please.
well. Right away, little man. You got this. Honestly, nothing really happened. So yeah, you can just be back quickly because break's coming up quick and yeah. He just goes and leaves.
I will go back to holding my child and
Just like
whispering sweet
watching,
melodies.
weird fucking little. I don't know if that's a halfling or he shuts the door, and
I
we'll
don't get
move
paid enough
on.
for this.
In a week's time, you can check back, and Alfric will be there waiting for you to come and talk to him. All right. So with the last 2 days, you rest on the final day. I need a D100 roll, please.
That was
Trevor.
13.
On this night, I want to talk to
Okay.
everybody now before we get there, so it stays.
Well, this is just the first week. You've got 2 more weeks.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, last night. I want to do it before we get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right before you get there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You got a 13, so something good will happen. So, as you guys are all taking camp, you stumble upon what looks to be a set of ruined, forgotten carts that were obviously attacked for some reason on this road, and it's got a decent bit amount of loot in it. Do you
We
wish to
just-
loot it?
Are we just standing
Or
there
not.
looking at it?
Yeah.
Wait! Fuck you guys.
Yeah, you
Sif
guys
says-
have been camping, and one of you guys went off to get some wood and came back saying that there was they found a wagon that's
Did
got
you-
a bunch of loot in it.
Did you check to see if anybody was alive or in there? I would ask.
I'm assuming
No.
Kain was the one that went.
Yeah, it's Kain for sure.
I would check to see if there was anyone alive.
No, there was no bodies whatsoever.
No
Seems
bodies.
like there was no blood, no bodies. Seems like something bad happened, and they had to cut ties with the cargo.
No,
Yeah.
as long as we don't see
Looks like
nobody
it
in
was
the
just
area,
abandoned.
I don't see why we couldn't take it. Oh, by the way, Kain, did we tell the rest of the party about the egg?
No.
Hey guys, by the way, as we're walking towards the cart, you guys know
Destroyed
that.
the last silver dragon.
Yeah, you have such a way with words, Kain.
You what?
We killed 2 dragons on
egg?
that day.
That egg that was in that chest. Yeah, there was a note in the final chest about that egg. And apparently it was the last male silver dragon. And now the species is most likely gonna go extinct.
Well, that's when you guys know true polymorph.
Kain, are you fucking serious?
To be fair, we didn't know what the fuck was in there.
And it was really hard to open.
Yeah, it was really fucking
Then
hard to
maybe you
open.
shouldn't have
Decided
opened
that
it.
blowing up the box was a much better idea while we were trying to sneak through than to
Yes,
just,
and that's
like,
why they got a
break the
surprise
box
round on
open.
us.
Well, to be fair, it would have blown up no matter what, because if we didn't get into it, the whole mountain just caved the fuck in. You think that box would have lasted?
We didn't have to touch it.
True, but I mean, yeah, we didn't have to kill it personally, but you know.
An entire species.
Oh, the
But either way,
scales
let's go
felt
check out this
that
cart.
way.
I don't know, maybe we can fix it.
Oh yeah, you have. I don't know what. I mean, my intelligence is telling me if we put a bunch of, like, what kind of strings are they? Strings
Just need
together,
Name
maybe call it duct tape.
Humpty
or
He is
something
gonna
like
think
that.
about it. He's like, well, what if we did yada yada yada?
Dumpty. A wish spell.
Experiment,
Cast
would work.
mending.
experiment.
Oh,
He's just thinking
did we?
mad scientist shit now.
We didn't pick up the pieces of it, huh? We left it there. It don't fucking matter at this point. Yeah, it's gone.
no.
It's just so you guys know.
No, someone gathered up a few of the pieces of the egg.
We dropped
not
them, though, I
enough to
think.
really do anything.
No, I decided to leave those behind.
So
Kain. So Kain comes back. Kain knows what's in the cargo. It's 1,000 gold, one obsidian statuette with gold fittings and worth 750. 3 silver chalices set with moonstones worth 750 gold. And a small gold idol worth 750 gold. A potion of clairvoyance and 3 potions of superior healing.
I'm
Do you
gonna move
wish
the
to
potion.
take it? You wish to take what's in the cargo?
Have we already touched this? Is what I want to know.
Well,
I was
more
gonna-
like just kind of poking around and seeing what was in it, but
Yeah.
not really.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I think we should, like, even though this is above
Mm-hmm.
table, this is a good thing, and we know it's a good thing, we should probably do detect magic just because.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
I will identify. You can detect magic. if
I
you
was about
want.
to say I would because I'm just traumatized by all the things that I've blown up simply by touching them.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
mage hand move the potions out of the radius.
Suspense.
And as he does, he's gonna be babbling an entire species.
Like I said, we
Christopher
killed
looks
2
over
dragons
at
that day.
Zoe, and he's like, this is the kind of thing that we've been dealing with off and on since we got here.
Welcome to the party.
Who are y'all people?
Destroyers.
Apparently
name
the
this one.
best that our homeland was able to offer. God save
So, no
This
traps.
is the first I've heard of this too.
I actually come to think of it, yeah,
Yeah, no
I didn't know
traps.
y'all had a handler.
Well, we did mention our handler in the last meeting we had with Rhinus.
I remember you let that information slip.
All right.
No, we were talking to Rhinus straight. What are you
No, I
talking
meant
Yeah.
before.
before that? Oh,
It
maybe
was
yeah.
yeah. But is this stuff look like it's gonna explode magically?
Nope, no traps.
Okay.
I moved the potions
yeah.
out of his radius to detect magic on it.
Yep, they're potion of clairvoyance, potion of superior healing.
No, the other items.
Oh, yeah, they just come back as what I said they are.
So what were those numbers again, Pat?
They're right there in the notes for you.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
So that finishes up the first week, and so we're on to the second week. However, on the first, let me roll this real quick. 3. So only one event happens, and that's good. So 3 days go by, and it's throwing you guys off because it is a rather straightforward, very decent way of going about, and following the main road is kind of nice. Just, maybe it's the Drakekins, maybe it's the big ass fucking war cart, but things aren't really messing with you, and so it's been decent. On the third day, when night falls, you are all sitting around camp. The fire crackles as fireflies, which are not normally in Denza, meaning you must be very close to the border of Alfrain. At least for those of you who are Valordis residents would know. The night slightly grows silent. The sound of bugs and frogs and birds in the distance kind of quiet down. Not entirely silent. But just
Kain
quiet.
is immediately on guard.
As a white figure swoops through the camp, startling a Kain who is on high alert. Notching an arrow, she points to the object, which sits now perched on one of your guys' area of rest, staring at you. Is Archimedes.
Oh, look, Kain, it's your bud.
Fucking bird.
Let's go.
Archimedes, you're still here. You're still alive. Hi.
The bird looks to you. Its eyes it does a few blinks, and then its eyes glow bright silvery blue with a obvious glow to them. As it hoots to you, you all feel calm. It begins to hoot once more, flapping upward, and like a hummingbird stays in place. It
Yes,
seems
yeah.
to turn to a direction deeper into the woods.
Guys, you feel a little
Almost.
calm.
I'm gonna look in that direction that it's turned.
It's
Yeah, I'm gonna
deep
look too.
into the woods. As it
Okay.
flutters, it kind of flies around all of you. You are now traced around with like almost a trail, like a comet trail of silver dust. As it then whooshes into the forest, leaving behind that trail as it slowly begins to fall.
Can I identify what
Follow
this
it.
does?
Should somebody watch the cart?
I'll follow Kain. I'll,
I'm gonna identify this
I'm
with
with the
dust
cart.
first.
Dust is
Is it any roll or?
the no. The dust gives time magic.
No.
Not
reaper.
slowing, but
Slower.
it is giving off chronomancy, school of chronomancy.
What the fuck is this? Well, I'm guessing Kain is gone. I'm gonna say to
Cain
the rest
and
of the group that's
Zoe,
here.
yep.
An admirable familiar who kind of yell to you as we shoo across like the trees.
Is Kain's
Trevor's gonna
fucking-
look at Syphina and be like, "Do we want to go with? Do we want to stay with the cot? What do you want to do?"
Someone needs to stay with the cart.
This is Kain we're talking about.
The
Didn't
cart
they-
is nowhere to be found.
Look,
I-
Oh,
okay, guess that
I
answers that
never
question.
left.
I guess that answers that question.
You never left the cart.
Rapids over here like PTSD.
Oh, not my cart.
I was just
Right.
getting attached to it, you fuck.
Trevor's gonna push himself to his feet and he's just gonna kind of sigh and shake his head. He's like, "All right, let's go see what kind of trouble Kane's gonna get into with us now. Hopefully, we don't drive another species extinct."
I'm just imagining Ed in the cart, okay? And the cart disappears and Ed just falls on the ground.
Kain, I swear, if I have to kick you in the dick for this. Oh wait.
I don't have a dick anymore.
If I have to kick you in the dick,
Fuck you,
Rock, I
Rapid,
will.
that was-
do the rest of you follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach a hand up and help Edmund up and say, I suppose we should see what the others are getting themselves into. And then I'll go follow.
Very well.
That's
As you
fair.
all follow Archimedes, the strange bird that functions nothing like an owl at this point, you follow its comet-like trail of magic into the forest deep. As the forest grows darker and then slowly brighter, even though it is in the dead of night. Sunlight begins to peek through the canopy as you come into a clearing. An old woman sits over a pond that seems to have a bit of a fountain in it. She seems to be gathering water out, staring into it, and pouring it into other bottles. She is cloaked in a scarlet red with blue silver trim. And she turns to you all, a rather old but yet fair face, eyes glowing the same color as Archimedes, though without any irises or pupils. It is wonderful to see all of you. I have been waiting. And with that, we'll end the session.
Bum, bum, bum. This isn't who I think it is it?
Who do you think it is?
It's not